Hi, I'm Jess. I'm the owner and maker behind Knits by Jessica Jade. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and episode number 9. I'm wearing a jumper I made using Woollenworks, Karma Chameleon and Zupa Duper. It's a reversible knit. The front and back are the same, so you can turn it around depending on which one and which side you want to wear, and the sleeves are also different colours. I used a chunky, a fingering slub and an alpaca suri fluff held together to create the texture. And one of the many knits that I love that don't get enough wear because we live in Australia and winter hasn't been that cold, but I always try to wear my knits when I go away and to events and things like that. Speaking of events, I recently went to the Australian Sheep and Wool show in Bendigo. It was the first time that I've been and it was amazing. Very cold, which was nice to snuggle up in my knits, and I bought quite a lot of yarn and a few notions and accessories which I love and I'm very excited to get using, so I thought I would show you those today. So yeah, let's get into it. First up, I bought these gorgeous hand-dyed boucle skeins from Little Woolly Makes. I'll show you them a little bit better. So I got 4 of these and I'll tell you a bit about them. Alright, I'm just going to hold 2 just to make it easier. They are the colourway Chalk Dust. They're an 8-ply DK weight, 100% superwash merino on a boucle base, and they're just so gorgeous. So they're like a, I'd say mainly pinky tone with gorgeous rainbow speckles throughout, and my plan for these is to make this jumper using leftover I have from DK weight I made, a romper I made for my little one. It's just a white with rainbow speckles, so that will be the obviously the neck and hem and cuff for that. So I'm very excited for that. That's just going to be gorgeous. Normally I don't have a project in mind when I buy yarn, and I didn't for these, but when I bought them, the pattern popped up and I was like, perfect. That's 100% what I need to make. I've seen a lot of people actually make this pattern and similar jumpers in Real World by Woollenworks with her rollerblades contrast. So it's like a vibrant rainbow with a highlighter yellow section, which I would love to make as well. But I'm already making a Real World jumper and I wanted to just feature that yarn because it's just incredible, which I will show you at the end of this video when I go through all of the things I've been working on. Back to my haul. So that was the first from Little Woolly Makes, was these hand-dyed yarns of hers. This isn't in order of how I purchased them or anything, it's just how I've lined them all up. I also got some scrappy packs from Julie at Little Woolly Makes as well because they're gorgeous. And I always see them pop up on her Instagram page when she's restocked them, and I've never actually purchased a pack. And these were, I don't know, these colours I just was drawn to, and they were these are an 8-ply. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. I just really loved them and couldn't resist. So that's those. They'll just sit in my stash for me to admire for a while. I also got this gorgeous grey with rainbow throughout from Cian's Yarns. I think it's pronounced Cian. If that's incorrect or if somebody knows, please let me know. This is a 12-ply and the colourway is Rainbows in the Storm. and it is a superwash merino, and it's gorgeous. I'm thinking a beanie for this. I don't know if I'm just going to knit it straight and let the stripes come through, or as the colours present, kind of do a feature, a little bobble or something. Haven't decided, but that's that one. The next are some amazing skeins I got from Maximu Yarns, which I've been wanting to get yarn from him for such a long time. I love all of his colorways. These really stood out, being a yellow lover, and the speckles are just divine. They're so gorgeous. So these are an 8-ply DK weight, 100% superwash merino, and I think this is his Ghoulish double knit base, and I'm not sure if he has a colorway name for these, but they're just stunning. I'm not too sure what I'm going to make with these. These were just have to have them for my stash situation. The next is this Lonely Skein I got from the Fancy Yarn store. These colours are just gorgeous. This one's from Obsession Yarns. Colorway is Monet's Garden, and it's on an 8-ply superwash merino base. Seems to be a theme running with all of the yarn that I chose, just by coincidence. Purpley green throughout is just, I just had to have it. It's one of those yarns I kept looking at, and then I go back and have another look, and I was deciding for a while, and then I think I ended up buying it the second day that we were there. So the next are these gorgeous hedgehog fibres. The speckles in these are just incredible. I do love my speckles, so that's been a bit of a running theme through the haul from the wool show. So these are colorway Sun Shower, and they are 100% merino, and they are just, I have no words. I just grabbed them and I was like, okay, thank you. Everything is obviously so much better in person than on camera, but I love these. No plans for these either, but I do have a bit of a collection of hedgehog fibres in my stash, and I'm thinking maybe my collection over time could work up something with all of the colorways together, but that's for a future video. I also got these two from Hedgehog Fibres as well. They're a gorgeous green, purple, blue mix, which I just couldn't go past. These are colorway Down by the River, again 100% merino wool. So not sure about these, but same plan really as the other ones. Might pop them together. I'll just show you a potential match. So there could be a gradient situation happening further down the track, depending on what other ones I end up purchasing and already have in my stash. So that was those. And the next lot of yarn is this gorgeous blue, which is from Moseley Park. I haven't heard of these guys before, but I couldn't resist this. I'm normally not a blue girl, but I feel like recently I've been buying and wearing a lot more blue, so I'm just embracing it, and this is so incredibly soft. I couldn't. So this one is 70% silk, 30% extra fine merino that's been brushed, and I think the colorway is Cumulus. Oh, sorry, the colorway is Arctic. The base is Cumulus. If you could feel how soft this is through the screen, you'd be snagging them out of my stash. So I got two of those. Not sure what I'm going to do with these, but I'm thinking a beanie and scarf or cowl set, but we'll see. They would also go with basically all of the yarns that I bought from the sheep show. Everything could kind of mix and match as well, so we'll see. And the last lot of yarn that I got are these stunning, the speckles in these are probably the most stunning. I saw these the first day and said if they're there the next day, I'll have another think about them, and they were still there, so I was like, I'm gonna do it. These are from Fleece Fibre and Yarn, just Fleece Fibre Yarn, which is a dye I haven't heard of, And these are superwash merino and nylon, 75%, sorry, merino, 25% nylon. They're a sock weight, and I'm going to attempt my first ever shawl with these because I've been eyeing off Jackie's shawls, and I'm going to forget the name of it now, but I'll pop a photo up, and I think these are going to look incredible with a yarn that I already had in my stash from Little Woolly Makes, which is a super gorgeous highlighter yellow. This is the colorway Sunbeam, and this is 70% kid mohair, 30% silk lace weight, hand dyed by Little Woolly Makes. So imagine this pattern with this combo. It's going to be beautiful. And I wanted an excuse to make a shawl because I don't really have many 4-ply skeins in my stash, so have to start somewhere, and what better way than with this gorgeous colour. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do one of those huggy videos with all of my yarn, so give me a sec. So this is all of the yarn that I got from the Sheep and Wool show in Bendigo, and I love it all so much, and I can't wait to use it all. I have a few projects on the go at the moment, but I'm very keen to cake up some of these and get started. I just don't know which ones to start with first, but that's my haul. I'll just talk a little bit about the show, and I'll just play a little slideshow of some of the photos I took on the day. The show was great. There was different halls you walked through that had all of the hand dyers set up, and there was also pavilions of different wares and market stalls. Those who went to the show would know a lot of people have already vlogged about the show, so I won't go into too much detail, but I just wanted to show a few photos from our time there. And yeah, I would definitely go back. I will show you the other notions and things that I bought from the show because they are incredible as well. First up, I got this gorgeous project bag from 11T1 Windmills. Look how gorgeous. These little yarny faces. So I'll show you inside. So there's just a zip on the outside. And then on the inside, there's a pocket in here, and then just the bag part. So perfect for projects on the go. I might even start one of my new projects with the yarn I purchased from the show and pop it in this little tote so it's ready to go in the car where I do most of my knitting. And of a night time, when I knit in bed, my bedside table is actually quite high, so I hang my little project bag on the drawer handles so my yarn can seamlessly kind of come out of the bag. So perfect addition for that, and the colours are super cute. Thank you, Lisa, for this gorgeous bag. I got this tote bag from, I think it's Tea Time Yarn Retreat. Tea Time Yarns, but this made me giggle, so I had to get it. It says, yeah, maybe yarns are addicted to me. Ever think of that? And I just had to have it. I do love a good project bag, so now I've got another one. I also got this gorgeous little stitch marker from Wool & Wire, which is a little octopus. I'll just try to turn his face around. He's so sweet. I just thought he'd be a great addition to my project, and I just couldn't resist his little face. And there's one more bag that I got. Just give me a sec. I'm using it at the moment, that's why I can't find it. I will add that in to when I show you my current projects I'm working on and my new bag that I've been using. But that's pretty much everything from the Sheep and Wool show. I would highly recommend going. I think it's on yearly, and thank you to all of the vendors and everyone who I purchased things from, and I was glad to support everyone's small business, and I hope everybody made heaps of money and had the best time ever and met some new friends. And yeah, I hope to see you at the show again in the future. Since my last video, I finished my beanie and cowl set that I was also making for my husband and Bub, matching family set. I'll pop a photo up here because I've packed them all away at the moment. They were great. They looked super cool in contrast with the white snow, and they were very comfy and I really loved them. I try to make a new snow set every year, so I'm looking forward to picking out the yarn and making new sets for the next time we go. The other whip that I finished was my vest tops. So I have since released my vest tops knitting pattern. I'll pop some photos up here as I speak about it. So that one I was so excited to release. The vest tops knitting pattern is basically a beginner friendly knitting pattern. The idea was for a complete beginner to be able to make them, and the more advanced and intermediate knitters can introduce colour work and ribbing just to give it a little bit more design and style. Beginners are also welcome to attempt this as well. There are instructions for all of the different options in the pattern. I've used a super chunky yarn. The samples that I've knitted up use Panda Soft Cotton Chunky, and I am offering, if you are interested in the knitting pattern, I can source the yarn at a discounted rate for you and kind of send you a little bundle package. I don't have my website running at the moment, otherwise I'd pop the bundles up there. I am a very small designer. I'm kind of new to the whole, I guess, proper knitting patterns. Not a huge designer, so it hasn't been a priority to kind of create those kits at the moment. So the pattern you'll be able to find on Ravelry and also Lovecrafts and Makerist. I am currently uploading to Ribbler, but I'm having a bit of a issue on the back end, but that should be sorted soon. For those of you who have purchased the pattern, thank you so much. It means a lot. If you are interested in learning how to knit and have come across this video, that you want to give the pattern a go. If not, I would love if you would share to any of your beginner knitting friends or anyone who you think might be interested in taking up knitting to give the pattern a go. It's a very quick and fun knit, and it's very versatile, so there are lots of options and you can make multiple and different colours so you have a staple for your wardrobe. It's also all year round garment. You can wear it as a top in summer and the warmer months, and a vest in winter and the cooler months with long sleeve or layers. On the pattern descriptions on all of the sites, there's some more info about them, as well as on the knitting pattern itself. I hope you love it, and thanks for your support for those who have purchased and even liked or commented on my posts about it. It does mean a lot. So I have a few whips that are in the works. Some that I've shown in previous videos I have abandoned, and some I haven't gone back to since then. So I'm just going to show you the three that I've been working on consistently. The first one is just a chunky knit I wanted to cast on just to have something super quick to knit up, and kind of like a grab project that I could take with me in the car, or when I need to do mindless knitting, which is just either stocking stitch or garter stitch, something I don't have to think about. So I decided to use this yarn from Woolen Works, which is the colorway Me as a Bird, and it's just so gorgeous. This is going to be a vest, which is basically following my vest tops knitting pattern, but I've done garter stitch. I decided to go with a ribbed hem on the bottom and then just a garter stitch pattern, which I'll do the same for the back, sew them together, and then I'll decide whether or not I want to pop on a ribbed neck. It's so pretty. The camera is not doing justice to how beautiful this colorway is. This yarn I actually got on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was selling at a discounted rate, and I was like, thank you, because I at the time wasn't looking for more yarn when Chloe released this collection. This is going to be a super cute vest staple for next winter, and it's just a nice mindless knit using my vest tops knitting pattern, which is worked flat from bottom up and sewed at the side, so super easy. If you are a more intermediate knitter, you can pump quite a few of these out quite quickly, which is what I used to do, because I used to sell my vest tops at a local shop, and yeah, I made a lot. I don't do that anymore, but would be happy to make them as custom orders if anyone was interested. But yeah, so this is whip number 1, my Me as a Bird vest. Number 2, this is going to be the Edie cardigan by Abbi Makes, which is in the colourway Amstrad by Obsession Yarns. This colourway is very hard to pick up on camera. It is the most gorgeous teal I've ever seen, but it kind of looks a lot more blue in the photo, in the video as well, sorry. But it's so gorgeous. This is for my little one, and so far I've done about to the mid back, so I'm just about to do the seed stitch pattern. That's what I'm up to, and it's going to be gorgeous. I'm very excited to finish this one, and this yarn, can I tell you, is amazingly soft. I highly recommend Marie's yarn. This is actually the first time I've used her yarn, so that's very exciting, and also the first pattern that I'm making from Abbi Makes, and I'm very excited to finish it. I've been working on this one probably a little bit more than the others just to get it done, because I'm really enjoying the pattern, and I also can't wait to see it finished. So that's this one, Edie cardigan by Abbi Makes using Amstrad by Obsession Yarns. This is my, wait for the beauty of my real world jumper. Alright, so oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Every time I see it, I just love it even more. So I finished the body. I'm up to the sleeves, which I understand now why people complain about doing sleeves in the round, because it's annoying. I really don't like that I have to keep pulling the middle of my circular needles out. This is my first pattern on circular needles, so I'm still learning, but I've learned a lot of techniques while I've been knitting this one up, which I'm very proud of, and I've really enjoyed knitting it. It's just a basic, you know, stocking stitch jumper, but being my first time using circular needles, I just wanted something super simple, and I have made adjustments to the pattern. So this is called the Classic, and instead of using the rib, I just went straight into stocking stitch, because I don't like too much of a tight neck. So that's just how I wanted it to be. And on the bottom, I did the same. I just went with a stocking stitch and cast off, which definitely needs a block. Basically, she's nearly done, and she's the softest thing, and I love it so much. This is probably going to be one of my most favorite jumpers I've ever made. And this is, if I didn't say before, Real World by Woolen Works on her boucle base from her Barbie collection, and it's just, the video doesn't do it justice either. It's just so stunning. I can't wait to finish this one and take photos in it, and I can't wait to wear it. I feel like it's a kind of a good in-between, because it's not too heavy, but I have not worn a boucle jumper before, so we will see. But this is the third whip I've been working on, which is basically almost done. And as promised, this is the other little project bag I got from the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, which I've been using to hold my yarn in, which is a little bit tangled now because it has also been sitting in the bag. But look, it's a little chocolate crackle project bag. So basically you can lock your yarn in here. I'll just show you. So my cake's in there, and then there's a little button, and then you can pop the strap through and carry it either like this, but I hang it on wherever I am, hang it wherever I can so the yarn just pulls out, and it's been perfect. I love it so much. This is also from Cian's Yarns. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. I love this so much. I am so happy I got one of these. She sells them on her website, so highly recommend you go and get one right now. So after our trip to Bendigo and the snow, a few weeks later, we also went to the Blue Mountains for a few days. We stayed in Katoomba, which I didn't know, but there was a little Morrison Sons shop there, which was super gorgeous, and I found these fluff, and I couldn't resist it. These are Rowan Kid Silk Haze, made with super kid mohair, so that's 70% mohair and 30% silk. These I'm going to hold double with something. I'm just not sure what yet, but I got super excited when I saw there was a Morrison Sons because yarn, but also I wasn't expecting it to be there. And even though I just spent a lot at the wool show, I was not expecting to buy anything. I was like, I'll just go and have a look, take some photos, and I was like, okay, you're coming home with me. One of the other shops that I did know about was Fibre Frolic in Currajong. My hubby and I like to travel a lot. We are trying to see as much of Australia as we possibly can, whether it be by camping, staying in hotels, motels, whatever accommodation. We're always up for an adventure, including yarn stores, and a yarn show in those travels are always really fun, and hubby's very supportive, so he doesn't mind letting me have a look at yarn for hours on end, which is the best. Anyway, back to Fibre Frolic. It was so nice visiting that shop. It's been on my bucket list for a little while, and I found these gorgeous skeins from the wool store, and I couldn't go past chunky rainbow, so this is a 100% superwash merino. It's a 14 ply. I'm thinking a beanie and scarf set or a double beanie set for my little one and me, but we'll see. But they're the other lots of yarn I got recently on our other trip away. I have some more yarn coming in the mail, which I'm very excited about, but I'll save that for another video. I might do an unboxing when that yarn arrives, and I'm hoping to go through all of the yarn in my stash and talk about my plans and ideas that I have for that, which I'm excited to do. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video and looking at my haul and listening to what I've been up to. It was a little bit jumbled because I haven't done a video for a little while, and I feel like I did a lot of talking today, but thank you for watching. Please comment below and let me know what you're working on, what other type of videos you're interested in, or previous videos that you've liked seeing. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Happy knitting. Bye.